Today I'd like to connect you with a new tool we're offering in order to improve the way students, family, faculty, and staff interact with our academic program, our athletic program, and our student activity program. Warrior Web is Whitfield's new student information and learning management system. Couple Warrior Web and your Whitfield School Gmail account, and you've got almost everything you need in order to be informed about what's going on with your child's experience at Whitfield School. We're really excited about this tool and the possibilities it has, but we're not going to show it to you right now. I'm going to move you into a sample database because if you were to go into the actual Warrior Web right now, there'd be nothing there. The sample database is meant to show you what it might look like in the middle of a school year. When you log in the first time to Warrior Web, it will look a little bit empty. As the school year progresses, more and more stuff will populate. At the top of the screen, you'll see a notification area for official notes and a drop-down menu that lets you interact with your account. Just below that, you'll see the main navigation bar, which we'll cover in a minute. And below that, you'll see an activity feed of some recent news that may come from the school or from individual teachers that your child or children have. Let's start with the Children button. If you have more than one child at Whitfield, it will look pretty much like this. It'll tell you how many children you have. And if you put your mouse over it, you'll see the names of those children. If you have one child at Whitfield, you'll simply see that child's name there. If I click on a child, I'll see all the information related to my daughter, Nikki. There's a main summary page that gives some information about the courses she's involved in. You can access her schedule, her assignments, and a few other things that might be useful for you. Next to the Children button, you'll see a Groups button. And these are community groups that you may be associated with. You're also able to browse for other groups in the school by clicking the Find More button. Next to the Groups menu is the Resources button. Clicking on that button will take you to a page that houses resources that might be relevant for you. Ours will look a lot like this. There may only be a few things at the beginning of the school year, but as the school year progresses, more content will be added. There are 3 buttons left to look at on that main navigation bar. News is one of them. This is the screen that you first landed on when you logged in to the Brookfield School Warrior Web. Next to that is the calendar. I'll click on that. And all the events related to both my children and the school will show up on this calendar. There are a variety of views that you can use to look at this stuff. I can look just at one day. I can look at a week. I can go over here and look at a list. I can also click a button to subscribe to some of these calendars. That will let me take the events that are on this school calendar and view them inside of a personal calendar. The last major button that you need to be aware of on the navigation bar is the Directories button. Here you'll be able to access some of the same information that you'll get in our printed buzzbook. Let's hit a couple more things before we stop. If you click on your name at the top of the window, you should get a drop-down menu that gives you a variety of things to click on. We'll start with Profile. Profile gives you access to the current information that we have in our database. You may or may not be able to edit some of these things, but at least you have an idea of the information that the school has about you. If I go back to that drop-down menu at the top, the other thing I'd like to look at is Settings. Your settings page may look a little bit different than this, but you will have these 3 things on the left: Login settings, Notifications, and Privacy. One thing that I think is interesting is the Notifications page. Here, I can sign up for email or text notifications if any of these things are changed in Warrior Web. For example, you may find it useful to get email or text updates when a game is changed or when an announcement is posted. Other things, like assignments added or news posted, may inundate your email inbox or your phone with texts or emails. Decide which things you think are useful for notifications and go ahead and check them here. They will be sent to this email address or sent via text message to a number you supply here. In order to set up text notifications for, say, an athletic event being changed, I have to click the plus button under the text number area, and this is where I can type in my 10-digit number, my country of residence, and the provider I use, and click Save. All right, so we've covered your account settings that you can look at and alter through the drop-down menu under your name. I'd also like to draw your attention to the official notes area and this yellow bar that's across the top of the page. This notification is similar to the type of notification you might get for text messages or emails on your cell phone. If there's a red number there, that means there are some things you should look at. On the yellow bar, these are important documents that the school is asking you to review and possibly sign. In this case, Brookfield School uses their version of Warrior Web to sign contracts. They also use it for things like permission slips or release forms. If you see a yellow bar across the top of this page or a red number up by your name, please review those areas as soon as possible. As you can probably tell, Warrior Web is available on any device. There isn't a specific app you need to download. Just visit the school's website, click the login button, and you'll be there. We're really excited about the way this tool can improve the experience for families and students. We're also really excited that it provides our faculty with an industry-leading resource to complement the already strong work that they're doing with our children in the classroom. If you have questions or concerns, or you just want to stop by to sit down with someone to get a better feel for Warrior Web, please don't hesitate to stop by the IC and visit with one of our technology team members. You can also always contact our technology support office at 314-415-1251 or send us an email at tech.support@whitfieldschool.org.